Welcome to Apple Blossom and You. I'm your host Sarah, known as Apple Blossom SF on Ravelry and Instagram.
And I'm your co-host Matt, known as Navy 1990 on Ravelry and M Franklin 1990 on Instagram.
Thank you everyone for joining us today, and welcome. We hope that you enjoyed today's podcast.
Yeah, welcome back to everybody that's been watching us and coming back, and welcome if it's your first time.
Yeah, we hope you enjoy it.
Hope so.
All right, let's jump into Around the Apple Orchard.
You almost did it again.
I did. I almost said the wrong title.
You almost said in the apple basket again.
I know, it's a habit. Because I'm so excited what I have in the apple basket.
Yeah, you have good stuff.
Yeah. And fun stories to go with one of them.
Yeah, I have nothing. I'm working though. So I'm trying to get
Around the apple basket. It's been...
Around the apple basket.
Around the apple
orchard. We're in the orchard.
I promise.
Carrying a basket.
I did not take any medication.
She's not under the influence this week.
I am not under the influence of Benadryl. I need to take Benadryl. I've been sneezing all morning. There's a lot of ragweed and goldenrod in the air. Maybe I should go pick some goldenrod. It's good.
Do we have goldenrod?
I don't know.
I don't even know what it looks like.
I don't either, so maybe I shouldn't attempt to go pick it. But I really need to get back to learning about my herbs.
Yeah, you do. Because you could lay goldenrod on the table and I wouldn't know what it is. But anyway.
Or maybe it's golden seal.
No, it's goldenrod. That was the
no,
one
maybe golden seal is the herb that I'm thinking that is beneficial, not goldenrod.
Yeah, golden seal.
All the more reason to educate myself.
That's a good one. Goldenrod makes you...
And already we digress.
Yeah. Squirrel.
Well, thank you for all the lovely comments from last week. And I do apologize. I am normally not so loopy. I do get very loopy on Benadryl. I get loopy on any medication I usually have to take because I don't take any medication. I am one who I try to go the natural route as much as I possibly can. You know, doing healthy things like making sure what I'm eating or drinking is correct. That is a big benefit. And then, you know, trying to do natural support, which nettle tea is good and it works pretty well. But I was pretty miserable last week, so I actually had to break down and do some Benadryl.
Ugh, nettle tea.
It's not so bad.
Yuck.
Drink it hot, drink it fast. It tastes like grass.
It smells like when I mowed the yard yesterday.
But it tastes like grass too.
Thank you for everybody for all the birthday wishes yesterday.
Yep, Matt turned 44 yesterday.
Yep. I am 44 now.
I had a nice day. I made one of his favorite meals last night. I made egg roll in a bowl. Got a little sick because I used soy sauce because we didn't have any liquid aminos, and wheat is in soy sauce, and I really forgot that wheat is in like everything. So
it's
today,
the number 2 ingredient in soy sauce.
I know, and so today my tummy's upset, and yesterday my tummy was upset, and I ate it for leftovers for lunch because that's what I had planned to eat anyway, and I just didn't feel like making myself anything. I will probably regret this later for eating wheat because I have an intolerance to wheat. I do not react well to it, and I do get sick. I do get a tummy ache, but we're not talking life-threatening allergy here.
Nah, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
it's just time.
It's still not fun. My tummy's all
you just
right
need
now.
time to get over it.
and I have my big jug of water, so I'll drink plenty of water to help flush my system out.
And it's American football season. So to my Wisconsin people, Green Bay.
Wow, this week has been
crazy.
Yeah, and the whole month of October is going to be crazy. And before I forget, because if I don't say it now, I will forget, we had a VKN scheduled for October 18th, which is next Saturday. It was an evening VKN. We have gone ahead and canceled that, as that is wedding day. We figured out how to get the podcast in on wedding day. We're going to get up a little bit earlier than we would normally, and we're going to get it done early. And we can be saving while we're delivering the cake and going to the wedding. I can't promise it'll be up on Saturday night, but we can at least record so that we can upload overnight Saturday night, so it'll be available at the latest first thing Sunday morning.
Because come Thursday and Friday, this lady's going to be...
No, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I've got to make all the filling and all that kind of stuff. The cakes are done, but I got to start defrosting those. And
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I need to make sure there's room in the refrigerator, which means I need to eat some food. And I cannot go grocery shopping until after.
Yeah.
And I have no idea when I'm going to go grocery shopping. We get paid on Thursday, and I need to go grocery shopping. I will have a few days' worth of food to carry us through because I always plan a little extra. But we're so busy.
There'd be no room for the cake and the groceries.
Yeah.
So we can't. We have to.
We
wait.
roll from wedding day to Sunday is a busy day. We have the third Sunday supper, which I do need to sometime Saturday figure out how and what we're going to bring for third Sunday supper at church.
Yeah.
But probably something in a crock pot.
That'd probably be easiest because you can cook it overnight.
Yeah. Yeah. I still know to cook. And then right after that, October 20th is Maddie's 16th birthday. It is also the day that we go and we get Doc in London. We were supposed to pick them up on the 18th too, so it's just so crazy.
The next 10 days is going to be insane.
But even then, we have a couple days of downtime, and then we roll into the 24th is our teen bonfire at our house. Then we have small group that Saturday, because it's supposed to be Friday. We had huge drama over that this week.
Yeah.
Finally got it, hopefully, settled, so that we have that Saturday. And then that following Sunday, we have youth group, and Matt and I have to cook the dinner for church for the kids, because we do a family dinner on Sunday nights.
Yeah. Before
and it's our
Alana
turn
and Bible
to cook.
studies and teen group and all that.
So I don't get to breathe until like the 26th of October.
Yeah.
I get a little breath in there.
And that's the 26th of October will be after we cook and do teen group.
I think we're just
then she
going to
can
both...
decompress.
I think we're both going to be pretty comatose come October 26th.
Yeah.
We're just going to be like, don't talk to us. I know a friend was asking me last night at our small group. She was like, we need to start planning for this. And I said, I can't plan. My brain is too crammed full of stuff. I have too much going on. She wants me to lead up a team for an activity on the 1st of November. And I was just like, I cannot take on anything else. Even though it's after the craziness, I would have to be
all
planning.
All the planning's during the craziness.
Is during the craziness. I said, I can promise to come and help, but I cannot promise to lead a team. I cannot promise to help with any of the planning other than, oh, I'm thinking about this idea. What do you think? Or do you have a suggestion here? I can do a little bit of bouncing off of ideas, but that's about all I can do.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't like being this busy.
No.
But there was no choice.
And this past week was just crazy, too.
Yeah. So are we going to give a school update?
Yeah.
Since we got bad news last week, we
didn't share it last week because it was still too fresh and we didn't know how
better
to proceed
news
with it
this week. And I think we're going to have to pull up big guns to get it done.
Yeah. So last week,
Thursday.
So it was a couple days before we podcasted. The counselor from my school called, and he'd been trying to get the VA situation figured out. And he says, well, our billing department talked to the VA. And the VA said that after certifying your classes, they will only pay for 1 year of the 3 you were in school.
Just heartbreaking news.
Yeah. So a third of the debt instantly would have gone away.
Which would have been nice, but that still would have saddled us with
a ton.
$30,000.
So
that's a lot of money.
Didn't know how to proceed, so I just thought and prayed about it, and finally yesterday I called my school. No.
Thursday you called the VA.
Thursday I called the VA. Yesterday my school called. Mm-hmm. Thursday I called the VA and talked to their education office.
Got really good information.
I explained my situation to the girl on the phone. And I said, my school told me that the VA would only pay for 1 year. And she goes, what? Because she pulled my record up on the computer. She says, you have 36 months of benefits. And nobody's ever submitted anything in regards to you. Nothing. So the school told me that they had submitted my classes for certification. All of that never had been done.
So we got lied to yet again.
She told me that all the school has to do is submit a form with my enrollment dates, and the VA would pay for everything.
Yep. Including
give us the living expenses, because you're supposed to get so much for living expenses every month you're in school, with the GI Bill, and my book stipend, which is like up to $1,000 a year.
Yeah.
For books. It's based on each credit hour you go to school. So I said, well, the school said that they certified my classes with you guys, and no, they didn't. Nobody has ever sent us anything on you. We have no information on you since May 21st of 2010, when I asked for my certificate of eligibility for the GI Bill.
Yep.
So she said, tell your school to fill out the form with all your enrollment dates and send it to us. We'll certify everything. The way they do it, they send the money to the school. Well, the school's already gotten paid for that through the student loans, so they would have to release the money back to us.
At which point we could pay the student loans.
At which point, right, we turn the money over to Fed loans and they pay.
The sad thing is we've deferred for 2 months now. We're going to have to defer again, and interest is accruing daily. So having the loans paid off in their entirety is probably not going to happen. We will probably have somewhat of a balance left because of interest and all that kind of stuff.
But it's a lot more manageable than the 45 it would have been.
And the other thing, too, is one of our small group members said, at that point, when you pay off such a large chunk, you can go to the credit company, which at this point is federal loans, so I don't know how much leeway we'd have. But you can go to them and you can get payments reduced if needed, but he's talking about even just explaining the situation, seeing about the possibility of that last little bit being forgiven. And we're talking, if anything, it would definitely be under 5,000. And that's aiming way high. We're talking maybe 1,000 or two where there would just be some gaps. We would have been hopeful that it would have been we would have gotten enough money to pay for our roof, but it turns out that the previous counselor gave us stipends into the loan, and those stipends actually equal what our benefits would have been. So we're not going to come out ahead like we had hoped, but at least for the most part, the loans are going to be paid off, which we're ecstatic about.
We can break even, I'd be all right.
But it's just going through the process, and we've given the counselor 4 days. He has until next Thursday to be straight with us and tell us that he has gotten this done. There is no reason why filling out the form and submitting it to the VA cannot be done in 4 days. Right. That is a totally legitimate thing. And if he doesn't do that, we are contacting our U.S. representative, which we have been given a name who...
Yeah, we've been given a point of contact by one of the guys in our Bible study.
And he said, mention my name. So we hope not to have to pull out the big guns, but I think we're going to have to pull out the big guns because we need to get this wrapped up because interest is incurring daily. And that's more on our pocket.
And our representative here, he represents the area we live in, we're a very big military community. This whole area, within 50 miles, there's military everywhere.
Yeah, he's very helpful with the
He's
military.
very pro-military. Well, he would contact the representative where my school's at in Arizona. If y'all know who the Arizona representative is, he ran for president a couple of times. He's pro-military. You don't mess with the military.
No. And unfortunately, we're getting the runaround. And
So-
when the whole thing is settled and done, formal complaints will be filed against the school.
Oh, with the VA.
Yes. And technically, the way that they have treated the school has treated us, it's not the VA at this point.
No.
We know that the VA takes a while to get things done, and we still have time to wait on that once, the funds get shipped and everything gets released. But the school has not been honest, and they can actually lose their credit, basically their accreditation to take
A
the
VA
teach-
school.
A VA school. I don't think they will over our formal complaint.
No,
But
one person
we need to
isn't
complain.
gonna-
We need to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again,
Right.
where a counselor just takes it upon himself to do federal loans because it's easier and faster to get the money through Fed loans than it is to go through the VA. We chose to go through the VA because that was the only way that we were going to be able to pay for school. We didn't want to carry any debt, and sadly, we got saddled with a ton of debt that is now working on 4 months to try to resolve. I'm hopeful that it'll be resolved. I really want the whole thing to have all the funds and everything resolved by the end of the year. End of November would be perfect.
Yeah.
But the end of the year would be great. I don't know if that's possible, but it would be great.
So that was the big point.
Yeah, but at least now we got the exact answer that we need. We know the name of the exact form. We know exactly what needs to be done, and we know that it's an easy thing to do. So we no longer will be willing to accept runaround and rhetoric and red tape that they're trying to throw in our faces. It's a simple procedure, and they just need to do that simple procedure.
Yeah.
And we can fight for it now. And,
Yeah.
the firmness is coming because we've been patient and we've been kind, and we will still be kind and proper, but we're going to be firm, and we're not going to let them push us around anymore. We're just going to say, you need to get this done. It's time. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And I had rehearsal Wednesday. My second rehearsal. Music of the season. Actually, we've now learned 2 group songs, which is really cool. I'm enjoying it. Madison got a report card this week.
No, she checked.
Oh, she checked it on. They post the grades on. Same thing. It's going to be the grades on the report card.
The drama of
Oh my
teenagers.
gosh, drama.
We had fun teasing her yesterday. She wanted to get on the computer and check her grade for pre-calculus, which I'm amazed that my 15-year-old, almost 16-year-old, is in pre-calculus.
Yes.
I barely made it through algebra.
She gets her math smarts from her daddy.
I am not a math person. Not at all. I can do basic math. With calculator. I do not like math. I know how to do math. I know how to do more math than I probably give myself credit for.
She's the left brain,
Yeah. And you're right brain.
and I'm the right brain.
So therefore we have a perfect brain between the two of us.
She's the artsy craftsy more so, whereas I'm more math and science and analytical.
Yep. That's why we balance each other out.
Our kids are that way too.
Yeah. Emma is way off in left field la la land.
She is left brained to the hilt. Maddie is right brain.
Maddie you can reason with. Emma
So
you cannot.
Maddie wanted, her goal for herself was straight A's.
All through high school. She's
All
done
through
really
high
good
school.
until now.
She is not. She hasn't not had straight A's for years. She freaked out, and the drama started because she had a B plus.
Total freak out.
She
But
had a
she
B
was
plus.
like, 1 point!
She
1
was-
point! I got a B!
She missed straight A's by 1 point.
So I was teasing her. I said, You can't be my daughter anymore.
Such a disappointment.
You're a disappointment. You're not going to be valedictorian, and I just can't believe that you got a B. So we had fun teasing her about it yesterday. She's like, I know, I'm a disappointment. So it was fun. It was a good ribbing because she was playing right along with it. I mean, she is legitimately disappointed, but she realizes getting a B is not the end of the world.
No.
But it was just fun to tease her like it was the end of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, for a B plus, by the way.
In pre-calculus. In pre-calculus. I didn't even take pre-calculus in high school.
Yeah. Such a big achiever there.
And we said we got the wedding cake this week.
And that's going to be in my finished objects. So
we did see a new podcast this week.
We did, and we actually have a new podcast that we're going to check out later.
Yes.
I'll mention that once we're done watching it.
So the one we watched, and I can't remember her name. I know the name of the podcast.
I know I can't remember her name either.
And I feel bad.
It's brand new. Just had one.
Minerva Turkey.
Yeah, just one episode. I follow her on Instagram.
She's known as Minerva Turkey everywhere.
Yeah.
Not anywhere, everywhere.
Great podcast.
Love the
she
purple
is
hair.
So fun. She's just fun, and her projects are beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So, she was talking about all her animals, and I just had to smile because she's listing off, cats and dogs and
birds and a hedgehog
or was there cats? I can't remember now. But it was so funny because she listed off these animals, and then she had like 6, and I'm like, wow, we really must be animal hoarders. Then we have 10 dogs. But there are 4-legged children, and I don't consider it animal hoarding. We take care of all of them very well. They're all very well loved and groomed and fed. Fed is important. We're not starving them out.
And it's not like y'all haven't seen pictures of them.
Yeah.
Somebody always posts pictures of the dogs.
Yeah, me. It's been a tough...
Including our new Ewok.
Yes.
So we're getting in 2 weeks.
I will put a new picture in.
10 days from today.
Yeah, 10 days from yesterday.
Or from yesterday.
Yeah.
9 days.
So I'll put in a picture of London.
And I said I'm the one that's math guy.
I know. And I just corrected you. I will put in a new picture of London in the credits. She got groomed yesterday, and she looks really cute. She's not groomed the way that I would have groomed her, but that's okay.
She looks cute.
She looks cute. And then she goes on Monday to get spayed.
Yeah.
So then she'll have a week to recover, and then she and Doc are coming home October 20th, which is Madison's birthday. So I get to love on them and cuddle them and enjoy them.
And if Maddie can get one more day of driver's ed,
she can get her.
I can take her down on the 20th and get her permit to drive. A driver. That's really, really scary. I already told her. I asked her if she wanted to volunteer at the theater during our performances because they're always looking for, ushers and people to work concessions and things like that. And she said she would. I said, you get your permit, you're driving me every night. Well, I'll drive back because it'll be too late. The permit, you can only drive till, I think, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but she needs to log some night hours, too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it at 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, no.
9:30. But, so that's our craziness that's been going on.
I live my crazy life. Most of the time. I
got an absolute ton of birthday wishes yesterday between Ravelry and Instagram and Facebook. And it just, every 2 minutes my phone was going off, letting me know there was a new message. So, all my knitters and my family and my old school friends.
It was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait.
We got to do a
Fruit update.
Oh. That would be good.
Fruit update.
I could always wait and give it a little bit later, but I can do it now.
Do it now. We have a fruit update.
I can't remember exactly what day it was. As of this week, it was probably Wednesday, I think was the exact date that I made. It was
Wednesday or Thursday.
It was Wednesday or Thursday that I made the next donation. I have donated, thanks to y'all's help, a total of $150 from the sale of Loved and Laughter Cow. And I need to check my PayPal account because I've sold several more. So I know
150.
I am blown away at names.
We were planning on 30.
Yeah, and hoping for 100. So Y'all have been
we were
wonderful.
guaranteeing ourselves we were going to donate $30.
Regardless. Whether
she sold one or she sold 100 of them, we were going to donate at least 30.
So I'm so excited that so many of you have
5 times that.
Have gone out and have purchased the pattern, and I'm really, really ecstatic that so many of you are casting on the pattern.
Who was it just said they casted it on?
Auricula 82.
Oh yeah, it was Professor Josh.
Yeah, so I'm excited, and I can't wait to see y'all's house. So if you bought it and you do it, please post a picture.
Thread. We'll have to just open a thread just as a fun kind of thread to.
But we have a ton of threads open in the group.
But to see everybody's love.
But all they got to do is link it to the project, and I check often. Okay. So as long as they link it in Ravelry, their projects to Ravelry, link it to the pattern, I can go and I can look and I can see all that. So we don't necessarily need to
that's our update.
Or post a picture on Instagram and tag me or whatever, that would be great. I would love to see
y'all see it in all the different yarns. I know. Colors and all that stuff.
And it's such a fun pattern. I know I'm biased for saying that.
It's an easy pattern.
But I like it's perfect for me. It's perfect TV watching.
It is.
Just enough brain power to you have to
kind of pay attention.
But it's easily memorizable. I didn't even look at the pattern for the second one that I'm working on.
I hope not. You designed it.
But still, there's times where even other patterns I've designed, I still have to follow the pattern.
Yeah.
So, it was good.
We had some new introductions in the orchard this week. We had 4 people. We had Jessica, who is Pearls of Faith on Ravelry. We had Emily, who is Crochet Knit 2. We had Valerie, who we got to meet in our last VKN. At Valerie. She's MVA 5493. And Little Bobbins, who is Danny. From England.
And we mentioned her podcast last week. So if you haven't gone and seen her podcast, you need to. She's adorable.
Yeah, her voice is so soothing. I just sit there, she could read a book on screen and just her voice would be worth it.
We love it. So we are so glad that y'all came over and joined the group and or introduced yourselves. I know some of you have been members for a while and just now introduced. So if you are a member of our group and you haven't introduced yourself before, come on over and introduce yourself. We'll give you a shout out on the podcast.
Yeah. What's the new podcast? You said you were going to mention it. The new one.
No. I said I would mention it after we watched it.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't necessarily want to mention it and I can't remember the name right now. I have it saved.
We'll watch it.
I know where to find the information.
More to come on that.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Apple picking party. Okay, which one is my lentilla? I think it's this one. I have a stack.
There's a pile over here.
It stands. Yeah, it's huge.
It's about this high.
I had fun knitting this week. I didn't do a whole lot else because I was just like, okay, my brain needs to chill. Okay, apple picking party. We still have a couple weeks left for the Outlandish Cow, which of course all of you know by now I'm a big fat failure on. But if you finish your project, feel free to post it and we will gladly still give away that prize. On to new and more exciting knit-alongs. We have started, as of October 1st, our Martina Bem knit-along. Or Beam. I think it's Beam. It's how you...
Or Bame. I don't know.
I'm bad.
I've never heard it pronounced by her. So until I hear her pronounce it, we're going to get it wrong.
Yeah.
Could be Bame, Bem, Beam.
I think it's Beam.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know. I'm thinking with the German pronunciation, it would be Bame.
Anyway. We started our knit-along, and it runs from now until the end of the year. We have some great prizes for that. We have project bags similar to this. It probably won't be this one, but it'll be about this size.
It's a perfect sock bag. I use it. You carry socks and sock heads and all
small shawls. We have a pattern donated to us by
SSK from Desi.
It's called the Happily Ever After beanie, and it's a beautiful beanie. I purchased the pattern and I want to get one on the needles
It's
soon.
awesome.
It is. I don't know if I have yarn or not. I can't
I'm going to do
remember.
that one for February.
I'm going to do it before February because my head will probably need it.
Because February is our love knit-along.
Yep. And it would be a good one. Do we want to mention the coupon code? We do have a coupon code again that is good from now till the end of the year for Desi Loop. And what it is you put 2 or more patterns in your cart and you can apply the code and you will get one free.
Yeah. And we'll put it right here.
Maybe, if I remember. The code
You'll
is
ABEOND 2014.
yeah. So go check out her patterns. She's got some lovely patterns. She just came out with a new one. I think it was this week. It's really pretty, really cool Farrell hat. Maybe if I can remember.
While she's looking, another prize will be at least one shawl pin that I do. I'll make one or two of those for winners. I love when
It's got to reload.
mine doesn't refresh.
Mine does. And it kicks me out every single
That's why
time.
you got to click the little remember me thing.
I do, and it still kicks me out every single time.
Anyway, so yeah,
Hang on, I'm pulling up the pattern because I want to show it. It's really cute. She has some really nice stuff. Waiting. Slow connection.
this is really bad
I know.
because I don't know what to talk about
Talk about what you're planning to cast on
for.
the Martina Ben. You haven't done that yet,
I have not.
and I can't find it.
I don't know if I want to do the restart the hitchhiker. That one seems like it's been done by everybody except me.
I liked the Hitchhiker. It was fun.
The Trillion. I don't know what else she's got. She's got the Lentilla.
I can't find it. Hang on, let me check one more spot. Martina Ben did come out with a new pattern this week called
I
Heaven
heard.
in Space. It's beautiful.
I heard she came out with a new one.
I just gotta remember where I saw it. That's where I saw it. Was it? Now let me make sure it was her pattern. It wasn't her pattern. It was a different pattern. Sorry, scratch that. Never mind.
By Kate Oates.
Yeah. But I can go and I can pull up her projects. So like her designer page. I can show y'all some of her stuff.
She's got everything. Mittens, cowls.
Yeah.
A little dicky.
Turn back around.
There it goes.
So this is SSK's design page. So you can see she's got a little bit of everything. There's the happily ever after beanie.
The blue one.
The blue one. Whoop. I clicked something I wasn't supposed to. I'm not very good at showing this kind of stuff. But so she's got
Got a little bit of everything.
a little bit of everything. Some knitting, some crochet. So she's got lovely patterns. And 52 different ones to choose from, by the way.
So there you go. One a
So,
week for a year.
Next year. This is the other one that I got. The Maze Fair Isle cap. I can't wait to do this one.
I can't do Pharaoh.
I love Fair Isle.
I can't do it. I can't do the floats right.
There's that Fair Isle. So I got this one in Happily Ever After beanie. So I look forward to doing these. I want to find some, I want to get some yarn for that. I have Cascade 220, but I've already discovered that that is a little rough on my naked head.
Yeah.
So I want to find something that's a little bit softer. All right, back to regularly scheduled podcast. Lentilla. I made some good progress on my lentilla this week, and I am using Kitchen Sink Dye Works in the French name that translates to strawberry milk, because I still can't find the tag, and I still can't tell you how to pronounce that, but it does translate to strawberry milk. So I have my Dicky Doo. I was down here last week. So, and then I've gotten quite a bit more. I'll show this way. So there's where I was. It's right there. So I've gotten, last week I had 1, 2, 3 ruffles. This week I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I just started on the 6th one. And the colors are showing up pretty good. Sorta. Our lighting is not great today. It's a bright, bright, bright sunny day outside. But I am loving this. It's a nice, easy, I had a video chat with a friend this week and I was actually knitting on that. So it was pretty easy. I don't think I could do it in a VKN with everyone chatting because that would be a little bit much for me. Because I had to think, I have to think some. And my plan is to do at least 2 or 3 ruffles a day. So I need to work on that later.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to bend my needles like crazy. And then we can go ahead and we can roll into in the apple basket since we're done with apple picking party.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put all this stuff.
Just put it on the table. I have nothing. Start with that one.
That's what I'm going to do.
This one's got the story.
I finished my Love and Laughter Cow just now. Number 2. This is another Crafty Girls yarn. I have not woven in my ends because I want to wet block it. I steam blocked it just before the podcast.
Ooh, that looks cool. Like
I know.
Slants.
It turned out so awesome. Yeah. And it's so funny. I used the exact same needle. And this yarn is the same weight as the last one I used. And this one came out a little bit smaller. And I had a ton more yarn left over. Last time I had 24 yards left over. So obviously I didn't do a gauge swatch this time. And it came out great. It's nice. Perfect size. I'm sure it'll grow a little bit as I wet block it.
Yeah. But not like the other one.
No, so I love it anyway. And I would have loved it if it would come out huge. But it's great. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And my colors. And I do love the way that it's zigzagged up. The last one had a lot of pooling, and I wouldn't call this pooling. I call this patterning.
Yeah.
Which I still love the last one. And I did send that to Soleil, and she got it. So I'm really excited about that.
And loved it.
The other project has a funny story with it. And the story is last Sunday, of course, was the first day that I'd gone to church, which is the first day after I had shaved my head. And it was the first time a lot of people were seeing me after that. Most of the people knew because they either follow me on Facebook or they follow me on Instagram. So they weren't unprepared.
Still surprised, but not unprepared.
Yeah. And everybody was loving and kind. And we have this one retired Marine. And
when you think Marine, rough, gruff voice.
He's loud and boisterous.
But a teddy bear.
He can be commanding. He would be the type of person that you could be easily scared of.
Oh, yeah.
We call him Uncle George. Well, he saw me. And I should have known that something was wrong because he saw me and he didn't really say hi to us, and he normally says hi to us. I was like, okay. So I let it be. And we came back after Sunday service. We came back for our dinner. And we get through dinner and we go up to teen group. And we do teen group. And when I come down and we're getting ready to go home, and he goes, how did he start that? I can't remember. He said, you had me so scared and worried for 6 hours.
I sweated for 6 hours.
And I was like, oh, okay, over my hair. And he's like, I said, you could have asked about it. I would have told you. He's like, well, I had talked to Sahar. I thought you were really sick. And I went to Miss Sahar and I said, how can I pray for Miss Franklin? And, so I felt really...
You owe me.
I felt really bad for making him worry. Which is really sweet because he really is a big teddy bear. And he does genuinely care and love about people. Loves all people.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, I just wanted you to know that, somebody else really cares for you and is concerned about you. So he's like, you owe me something. It's like, okay, he said that on Saturday. And I knew he said it not expecting anything.
Yeah.
And then Matt saw him this morning.
Oh, yeah. We had men's breakfast at church this morning. And he asked how Sarah was doing. I said, she's doing good. He goes, good. She had me worried. I said, I know. She was talking about it all week long. And he goes, well, just be sure you let her know that Uncle George cares about her and was worried about her.
Yeah. So Uncle George is not expecting anything.
No, he's
which makes this even more perfect. So I want you to do something, and I'm going to hand it to him tomorrow and say, I'm so sorry for making you worry. And I love you too, Uncle George. So he plays golf.
a lot.
Like, he joins tournaments and gets paid money to play golf too, I think.
Yeah, he wins tournaments.
Yeah. So I made him some golf cup covers. This is the small one.
That's for the putter, right?
The putter or a small iron. I don't play golf, so there you go.
I do. Not well.
And then this is the other one, which is
wood.
much bigger, for
It
the
goes on
driver.
Right. Well, the driver is a wood.
It was a red heart pattern, and I don't remember the name of it. I didn't use red heart. I used Vanna's Choice. I had some Vanna's Choice in my stash. So it was good. And the pattern was 1x1 rib, but I don't like the way 1x1 rib looks, so I did a twisted rib. Because it just looks... Twisted rib, I love twisted rib. It's a pain to knit sometimes. But it looks so much cleaner and crisper. It just stands out really nice. So I made him 2 of these this week. And the girls thought I was knitting mittens, which was kind of funny because those are weird looking mittens.
You walk around like this. Can't use your thumb. You can only grab like this.
Yep. So those are the only 2 finished objects I have, but I am calling that done because I did a lot of knitting this week.
George is going to love those.
Yes. Yeah. I can't wait to
It
give
was
it to
all
him.
I could do not to tell him this morning.
I'm so glad you did. You would
He
have
has
ruined
a gift
it.
tomorrow.
You would have ruined it.
But we'll let you know how the reception of the gift goes.
Yeah. And my hair is actually
It
much
is growing
longer
back.
this week. I can actually pinch it this week. So, I mean, I couldn't do that last week. But no, I cannot feel my hair growing. Even though I said that was a statement purely related to Benadryl out of mind.
Yeah, it was.
All right.
We made fun of that for a couple days.
Yeah. I was loopy. And I can't deny that.
Under the Influence was definitely the right title for last week's podcast.
Yeah. All right. In
Mm-mm.
Blooming Apples.
There you go.
I
You
looked
have
down.
In the Apple Basket on your mind all the time.
Blooming Apples.
Doesn't matter what segment it is. In the Blooming Apples. Around the apple orchard. Blooming apples. So here we go. I have only worked on 2 projects this week.
Shame.
One of which I took out and was knitting while I got to watch Marines play war games, which was really cool. That's part of my job. I get to sit around and watch Marines play war games. But I'm working on the Sockhead hat by Kelly McClure of Boho Knits. And I'm loving this. It's
an Instagram knit along with.
It is. Anybody that wants to join in, but Cara from the Knit All the Things podcast was starting hers, and I said I wanted to do one too, because I've been wanting to do it and just never got around to it. So we started an impromptu knit along. Anybody that wants to join in, jump in on hashtag Sockhead Knit Along. Or Sockhead Along. Sockhead Along. And you'll be part of it. There's no prizes, there's no nothing, it's just everybody making Sockhead. So I'm using Heritage
Cascade.
What is it?
Cascade Yarns Heritage Hand Paint.
There we go. Cascade Yarns Heritage Hand Paints.
Blah, 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 blah.
And they don't do colors, they do numbers. This one is browns and it's got a little bit of a reddish.
Than that.
Yeah.
it'll show up better in the hat.
Not as close. That's fairly true to color.
Yeah.
It's still washed out. It's definitely a deeper.
I'm loving the tan streak right here that's running.
And it's wrapped around.
Yeah. It comes up and it actually wraps around and it's mirroring on both sides. So
it's pretty cool.
It's going to be from Madison.
She loves the big slouchy hats. But last time y'all saw it, I was at the ribbing down here. So I've doubled, more than doubled in size.
Yeah, once you get past the ribbing, it just flies.
It flies because it's stockinette. And then the other thing I've done, I'm still working on it. I've made a goal for myself to do at least one whole pattern repeat a day. But it's my Gilbert scarf from Green Gables knits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is for the Anna Green Gables knit along with Daisy Creations. Daisy Creation Designs.
Mm-hmm.
There's my little Dickie Doo from where I started. I worked on it Thursday. Didn't get a chance to yesterday because came home from work. Had to finish mowing the yard. Mow the front yard.
Install the little fixture.
Still got a little bit to do in the back, but not much. And then it went from that to Bible study. So I didn't get a chance to yesterday, but that's my goal.
Only showing projects I actually worked on this week. I still have some that I didn't get worked on.
Sorry. That was Joanna Johnson's.
Because, well, I can't be left out. I had to start a socket hat too.
Did you hashtag it?
I have not hashtagged it.
You gotta hashtag it. I love the way that's striping.
It was a gift from Daisy Creations Designs. It's some online yarn, and it's alpaca and wool, and it's really, really soft. I love it. And I love the way that it's striping, because it is a self-striping yarn, so I'm loving the short stripes.
Yeah.
So
whereas mine's not a stripe yarn.
I haven't worked on it too much. I want to work on it today because it's mindless, and I'm really in the mood for mindless knitting. It's just over an inch long. It's so soft and squishy. It's going to feel really nice on my head. But I need to get it done and wear it because it's beautiful and soft.
There's blues and pinks and purples.
It's my colors. It's blues and pinks and
a little bit of red.
Purple.
There's some purple and some red.
That's dark pink. It's not red. It's dark pink.
What, this one?
Yes, it's dark pink.
I would call that red.
It's dark pink. It's like this. It's in one of my bags that I made too. I love this bag. It's bright and fun.
That's what my Gilbert
and pink and
Sarah Franklin bag.
Sarah Franklin bag.
Little photo bag.
Yeah. I need to get around to making these again too. But we need to get through the rest of the year. And the buttons for the shop, we're just going to have to wait for the rest of the year. I don't have time to make any more right now.
Well, not only that.
And I realized we need ink for the printer. And
Yeah.
we can't get ink for the printer until after the first of the year. So.
Yeah, can't do mailing labels and invoices and all that without printer ink. So.
Okay, this
It's
next
gonna wait.
project is I'm going to tell you what it is. So if you don't want to see my project, then
Look
you
away.
need to look away because it's a spoiler alert. I did have it in another one of my little bags. I did too.
Quilt.
And my yarn, the yarn matches. It matches the green. Which is why I picked to put it in this bag because it matches. I am doing...
See, that's the difference, and I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to get flack. That's the difference between female knitters and male knitters.
They don't always match, but I do like to match them if I can.
I just grab a bag, throw stuff in it, boom, done, go, do my thing.
Well, I like them to
You
match
picked
when I can.
a bag and yarn, because the yarn matched the bag.
Yes.
That's the difference.
But anyway...
I don't coordinate like that.
I am doing Tina of Knitting Bloom's Mystery Shawl. So if you're doing this and you don't want to see it, Clue 2 has came out. I haven't started Clue 2 yet because I wanted to show Clue 1 on the podcast.
So if you don't want to
So
see
here
Clue 1,
is Clue 1 coming up.
look at
I am using Malabrigo sock.
awesome song.
And it's not really showing up true. There is a picture on my Instagram, and I actually, is it up on my Ravelry? It's not up on my Ravelry page yet, I don't think. Need to put it up.
Instagram though.
But it is on Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, that one shows really true to Tyler. Or on Facebook. I have it on Facebook as well.
And
it's like
it's
this
a very,
tealy,
very photogenic yarn because it looks awesome.
yeah, our lighting is, this is actually pretty true to color here. I love it. But this has been in my stash for a while, and I've never used Malabrigo socks, so needless to say, I'm loving being broke because I'm being forced to use all my pretty, pretty yarns that I bought years ago.
That have just been sitting there.
I know.
Waiting on projects.
And I moved my yarn out of the dog room this week, so it is now out here, so I have to walk by it every day, and I just look and go, ooh, ooh. So now all these projects are popping into my head, which is really bad because I already have a ton of projects. Anyway, here is my, do you want to close that? Knitting Blooms Mystery Shawl.
Needy.
And I'm showing it back here first because I want you guys to be able to see the color. And this pattern is still available. You can still purchase it. She has it in 2 sizes, a small and a large. I am doing the small because I only had one skein of this. But I would love to do the large. And it's so much fun. That's really nice. It's fairly easy at this point too. I'm looking forward to doing Clue 2. So I'll have to get that started so that I can show.
Okay, so if it's out of the way.
That.
Okay, you can look now. For those that weren't looking because you didn't want the spoiler, you can look now.
I think people like spoilers personally. I know
I
I do.
I'd be
I
like
do.
somebody saying, you know, before you even go into a Star Wars movie, Luke and Leia are brother and sister. And Darth
I don't
Vader's
like
and
those
Darth Vader's their
spoilers.
father.
But for mystery knit-alongs, if I'm watching and somebody says, you know, post a picture, half the time I will buy the pattern because I like what they're knitting. I don't normally buy mystery knit-alongs because I don't know if I'm going to like what I'm knitting. So to buy this one and start pretty much on time, it was out last week and I started Sunday or Monday because I wanted to get it done. So I'll work on 2 Clue to get done and I'm keeping up with it and I love it. But so I have that. And
The pile continues.
I forgot one of my projects. I did. I forgot.
Where's that?
I don't know where it's at. I forgot one of my pairs of socks.
Is it in a little, like, pink and cream bag?
Yeah, it's
It's
like...
laying in the bedroom next to the bathroom door.
Oh, I dropped it. I'm
Yep.
so sorry. I don't have my October socks to show you. And I turned the heel and I made progress on them. Oh, well.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I saw it laying there and thought that it was just there.
Well, you're not
Because we
nice.
have project bags
You're
everywhere. We have
supposed
project
to-
bags
You're
everywhere.
supposed to look if it was not by the bathroom. It got dropped when I was trying to carry everything out of the bedroom. You should have picked it up. No, I'm inconsiderate. I never smacked him on the podcast, just so
No,
you
she
know.
always waited till after.
No, I didn't. I always forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Love you. No, I
Love you
don't. You're just mean to me today. So here is my monster kerfuffle socks.
In that vibrant orange.
Yes, that I still love,
With
and
purple and aqua.
and I don't like orange, but I'm liking these. So here's the back, which I'm not as I put this on the back purposely because I'm not crazy about the way this pooled. I'm not crazy about the way that it pooled on the front, but at least it looks a little bit more intentional on the front. And I did my heel, and I did a new heel. This is the first, well, technically this is the second time I've done this heel because I did it in my October socks first. This is the fish.
But
lips,
you can't see it
kiss
because
heels.
it's in the bedroom because somebody was inconsiderate and didn't bring it out.
Exactly. But I am about the same point on the other sock. I got mass project progress on it. So that is my monster kerfuffle. And it's out of Noom Acres.
Monster kerfuffle colorway.
Yep.
With
And
some
I've got
beautiful
yarn.
sparkly.
Yarn is blown up everywhere. I have a mess. What is new? I'm a hot mess anyway.
It's okay. Hot mess is okay.
I have too much going on. That's the problem. Too many projects, too many everything. And this is in my bird leg. I have it in my bird leg bags. I love this bag. This is my only fall bag. I need more fall bags.
With the little owl zipper pull.
Yeah.
It's not a zeeted bumper pill.
No, I need some of those too.
Oh, yeah. Need to order some of those.
Yeah, I've got to wait till all this loan stuff is taken care of and we can afford to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to buy anything
Sparkly, kerfuffly goodness.
fun new for a while. I did buy some yarn this week, but it's for a baby gift, and I
got a shirt this week.
A shirt?
I did get a shirt. You bought me a shirt.
Well, I had no choice. It was for a performance.
I had to get a shirt for my performance, and which we did headshots Wednesday, and everybody else shows up in black shirts, and we were told wear black, Christmas green, or Christmas red.
Well,
somebody was smart and said everybody's going to wear black.
And I didn't think we'd find Christmas red in town this time, so I got on Amazon. Thank you, Lord, for Amazon Prime. Paid for 1-day shipping. I don't always do that, but we were on a
everybody
time
at the
crunch.
headshots showed up in black except for this guy.
Because your wife loves
Christmas
you.
red.
Your wife loves you and wanted you to stand out and be different.
I do. Whereas now, with my shirt against the couch here, I just look like a floating head.
Well, the couch is brown, your shirt is blue.
I look like a floating head. I need to
You're
sit
a
up.
bobblehead?
No, I was just floating.
This
there.
project was one that I was supposed to complete today. Well, that I needed to complete today to show on the podcast. But I bought myself an extra week because I'm not picking up London until the 20th. So I need to get it done by next Friday. And this is in my Clover Bird bag. You'll have to I apologize for the fuzzies on it, but they really are just sticking to it. And I love
And we got to meet her
love this bag.
when we got bags.
Yeah. She used to
And
live here. She doesn't
She used to
anymore.
live in our area.
Yeah. So there's my Clover Bird bag. I love
Knitting
it.
sheep.
Yes. It's nice and big, and there's pockets, and it's got chevrons in the middle, inside. And it's a drawstring shoe, which is cool. This is my Sprig of Hope. And
The one bag I like is those new Japanese ones.
The Japanese knot bags?
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
cool.
I like those too. I need to look Sprig of Hope up. Because I cannot remember
Wait,
who
go
it's
down to
by.
the S's.
Nope, it's up here. It's named differently. It's 14.
Yeah, 14.
This is my Sprig of Hope. It is by Robin West.
Weast.
There's
an I in there.
I couldn't see the I. I need new glasses.
Robin Weast.
Robin Weast. And this was a gift for my birthday. The pattern was a gift for my birthday from DieCat. And I love it. And this is going to be awkward to show because I'm working on the applied border. So last week, had I started the eyelet section?
No.
I don't think I'd started the eyelet section. So I'm going to show this kind of sideways because I have to. But last week, I was in third stockinette section. And I finished the eyelet section. And I'm working on the applied border. So I'm really almost done. And this is
How does that work? Is it knit like sideways to it?
Yeah. And I cast it on my stitches this way. And every right side row, you take
pick up
your last stitch and on this side and a stitch from the last stitch on the right hand needle and the first stitch on the left hand needle, and you slip knit.
Okay.
And then it attaches it.
Cool.
And this is, I'm on my second skein. This is Universal Yarns. I think it's Universal. It's Universal Company. I don't remember if it's called Wisdom or it's Universal. But it's Deluxe Superwash, Deluxe DK Superwash.
It's aqua-ish,
Yeah, and it's really
turquoisey
comfy.
colorway.
Really, really comfy. So I have to finish this and block this week.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take me too long. I just need to sit down and focus, but it's going to be hard. I need to work on it Monday and Tuesday when I don't have anything.
And the pattern goes to
do.
autism awareness. And the lady who's receiving it has 3 autistic children.
My dog breeder.
God bless
she is
her.
a friend, but she is our dog breeder. We've had 10 dogs from her, so
We will.
you will have had 10 dogs. Apple is not from her, but Harvey was. That goes back in there. I need to work on that on Monday and Tuesday, I think is what I'm going to put that
We're
out.
an hour already.
Wow. We're chatty Cathy's today.
Today's chat day. We're
I'm
an
almost
hour
done.
and we still haven't gotten to, apple whatever, candy or
Apple candy.
eye of partridge.
All right. This
Very
next project is a recycled project. I am using some yarn. This yarn is hand dyed. I dyed it and I spun it. It's some Polworth. And it was previously knitted into, and it's not showing up true to color. That's better. It was previously knitted into a Tappan Z that I only wore twice because I just didn't like it. I loved the yarn. I didn't like the pattern.
Yeah, I unwound that sweater.
No, you didn't. I did. I unwound the sweater.
I thought I did.
No, you did a pink one,
Oh, that's right.
but I didn't save the yarn. So, this
I ripped it out and
is,
did all the balling up and all that. And she didn't get there.
I'm hoping, I think I have enough yarn. I'm almost done with the back. And I have 3 skeins left to do the front of the vest. But it's a worn open vest, so I should have plenty of yarn.
Yeah.
And I have it in,
So what?
it matches.
Of course it does.
This was a bag that was a gift. How do you say this name? It's an Amy Herzog pattern that I got done on the Custom Fits site. But it is a pattern that you can actually purchase without being... Sabasco.
Which is what I put on my eggs.
That's Tabasco, dear.
No, Tabasco's a sled.
No. Tabasco sauce is what you put on your eggs.
No, that's Sabasco.
No.
Tabasco is one of those long sleds that you go
That's
down
a
the
toboggan.
Whatever.
So I started...
I love doing stuff like that.
I've started on the back. You want to hold it?
I'll hold it. Look, there's armhole.
I got armholes done. And this is showing up really true to color right here. So you can see all the beautiful, lovely hand-dyed goodness by me. I love, love, love this yarn. I want to get more yarn and more dye and more not yarn, more fiber, because this was fiber because I spun it. So that is my Sabasco.
Oh, I love my thing.
I love it. It's squishy and soft, and I don't own anything warm right now.
That's a pun.
So, yes, he is a brony.
I've told them that. They know I like my little pun.
And next,
Emma
my
Emma
most
Emma
favorite
gave
bag
me
of all.
Emma gave me a pony sticker for my car,
I don't remember
which
who.
I put on yesterday.
I don't remember who did this bag. But this is my favorite bag. I don't think she sells bags anymore.
I don't know who that's from.
If you made this bag and you are still selling bags, please let me know because I really want to give you credit because this is my most favorite bag of all times. Absolutely adore this bag.
Huge.
It is, and it's got lots of pockets. There's pockets and zippered pockets.
And a cool magnetic closure, which you don't get very often.
It was by Useful Things.
Oh, okay. You do have a tag in
I do have a tag. It's almost shredded. But it's got snaps.
So thank you.
Yeah, I'll have to see
It's
if
got a
she's
cool
still
magnetic closure.
Yeah, and here's the inside fabric. I love it.
Anyways.
This is another recycled yarn project. I am using Cascade 220 Sport Weight. This was formerly my almond blossom cardigan. That was way too big for me. So I recycled the yarn because the yarn is beautiful. I never even wore this cardigan because by the time I finished it was too big. So I ripped it out this week so that I can actually use it. So this is like using brand new wool in a way. And I am doing the knit along with Wolf Farms for the Thea Coleman. And Yeah, my yarn kind of sort of matches my bag. I am doing the Moonshine cardigan by Thea Coleman. Let me pull it up. Where did I put that one? That one's in another area.
Oh, I have no idea.
This is really pretty. I had to pick this cardigan because of the name. It's called Moonshine. And my favorite THM drink is called Good Girl Moonshine. And it's a mixture of water, apple cider vinegar, and ginger.
And moonshine.
No, there's no moonshine. Good girl means there's no alcohol. I'm a good girl. So I'm actually calling this my GGMS cardigan, which is my Good Girl Moonshine. Because I am a good girl. So it's this nice, long... Try to get a good picture. Cardigan. It's going to be super comfy to wear. And it's got some lace detail and a nice V-neck. And I think the sleeves are only like 3/4. They might be full-length sleeves. I didn't get very far, as you can see. But it is a very dark, and that is pretty true to color. But I love this. I can't wait to get this done. I didn't work on my green sweater. I need to. But I need to get some serious sweater knitting done because I have nothing warm to wear for Christmas. Or not for Christmas, for this year. Today, because I am wearing it, I am wearing my Bluebell, which is by Cicely Glowick McDonald. And this is my most favorite sweater ever that I've ever made for me. It's made out of Madeline Tosh Pashmina in the Well Water colorway. And it's 3/4 sleeves. And it's getting a little big. And I'm really sad. But it still fits well enough that I can pull it off.
Yeah.
So I still wear it. But I love it.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Apple candy. You want to go first?
Ooh. I gotta pull it up.
Oh, so you're not ready? I'll go. No. We're supposed to be ready. So, this week I found out that my friend who's having a baby is having a little boy. So I told her that I would make some projects. Let's make some sweaters for her. I picked out a couple of sweaters and I needed yarn because I didn't have baby boy yarn in my stash. So I went to Knit Picks and I planned well so that I can use, because there are 2 color sweaters. One is going to be, this is Knit Pick Stroll fingering weight. And what color is this one?
It's right on the front.
Blue Topaz. I don't always order from Knit Picks, so I don't know. I'm having issues today.
There you go.
So one is going to be this sweater, or this color, and it's going to have pops of dandelion. So those 2 will be together. So that'll be one sweater. And I will have leftover dandelion. And it will go with fedora.
Which is
and
an
another
awesome
sweater.
Brown color. I love
So I was able to get all 3 skeins of yarn for 2 baby sweaters that are washable and perfect for giving to a new mom. Super soft. With shipping for less than $19.
Yeah.
I like that. I couldn't exactly afford to do it, but I promised that I would do it, so I had to spend money anyway. So Knit Picks was a good choice for doing that.
And then since yesterday was my birthday, I got a pattern from somebody.
Your lovely, beautiful wife who you will love and cherish always.
Yeah. Ow! So, my loving, beautiful wife that I will cherish always sent me a pattern. And I'm loving this thing.
I knew you would because I know your style.
It's a military style pullover.
Can't wait for him.
Y'all know I was a military guy.
He'll look so handsome in it.
I gotta find the right. I kind
Should
of
I
like
say
this
a
color.
little steamy?
I have to put the Ranger on hold and make this one instead.
You don't have yarn, so that's not
I
bad.
don't. So, but this is called It's called Fort, and it's by Jared Flood. And there's a cool thing about this sweater. It has
elbow patches.
We'll have to see if you can pull up another picture.
It has elbow patches, y'all. Which I'm digging the fact that it's got elbow patches. There we go. Let me turn it sideways so I can.
Blow it up and not give away the pattern information.
There. Look at that. And you actually knit the elbow patches and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to look cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Fort by Jared Flood. Y'all know me. I like Jared Flood's patterns.
Yeah, I like his patterns too.
They are really cool. So.
Next section's all you, babe.
Oh. Come on, we're at an hour and 10 minutes. I gotta do this?
Yep.
I don't want to do this.
Sorry, you promised. You have to.
I don't want to.
You have to.
I only came up with 2 people, though.
But that's fine. We'll just use those 2 people then. Last week we talked about how we would chat. He would sing on the podcast as doing something bold to bring awareness to Silly Fruit and to all those who are going through cancer. So the challenge is to do something bold, whatever bold is for you, because bold for everybody is different. I did my bold.
Yes, she did her bold.
He is going to do his bold, so he's going to sing on the podcast, and then we will issue our throwdown challenge to 2 other podcasters. So if you guys, those who we challenge, or those who we haven't challenged but still want to participate, go ahead and participate, and that would be really fun. And we would love
I don't know what to sing, though.
Just sing something short, easy. I want a hippopotamus.
No, I'm not singing a hippopotamus song. Between that and the fact she's been watching like nonstop Gilmore Girls on Netflix, I was out and watching the Marines the other day doing their war games.
You interrupted me.
And I had Gilmore Girls stuck in my head.
You interrupted me.
And I got mad at her, but I love her.
Yeah.
So I can't stay mad. So I had to try and figure out how to get that song out of my head.
I can get it out of your head. I can sing. I want a
Don't
hippopotamus
you
for
sing,
Christmas.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. So anyway, I interrupted you, I suppose.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
So if we challenge you, we would love to see your challenge or hear about how you're going to meet the challenge in your podcast.
And bold
If
could
you
be
wish to.
anything.
And if you don't wish to, that's totally fine. This is just something for fun to do, to enjoy. So, no stress. Take it away, Matthew.
Yeah, sing a cappella.
I told you I could get you some singing support, but you denied that.
What's my singing support?
Madison.
I couldn't get her to sing begging, borrowing, offering money. She wouldn't come out.
I don't know. You think she'd come out?
I don't know.
Madison. She's probably sleeping.
Probably not.
Madison. I'm trying not to yell too loud because the dogs will start barking.
Maddie!
Guess you're not getting
I
any
hear no
musical
movement.
support.
I don't know what to sing. I didn't plan it. I was hoping you'd forget. I didn't plan a song.
I don't forget.
I know you don't.
Our viewers don't forget either. They would have.
I know they don't.
you.
Y'all would have.
So just sing and get it over with. You're wasting time. Tick, tick, tick.
I know. Tick tock, tick tock.
Wonder how many shades of red he's going to turn.
Y'all are watching. You know, at this point, you could have turned it off for all I know. Oh, Matt's singing. Turn it off. We're done. I suppose I could do my audition.
Yeah.
For Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah. You don't have to do all of it. Just a little snippet.
Yeah. I suppose I could. And then I get to challenge people.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the whole point of a challenge,
yeah.
is you get to challenge people.
I'm just really, I don't know why I'm nervous. I did it on stage.
Yeah. This is only on camera.
Yeah, this is you and me and a camera.
Hundreds and hundreds of people.
Yeah. 200 people will see it.
No, we're going to say that 2,000 people are going to say it, just so you're embarrassed some more.
That's how Jamie Grace got discovered, was on YouTube.
You never know. Maybe Toby Mac will discover you.
He and I are about the same age. He's a little older than me. But that's okay.
Sing.
La la. I'm dragging this out.
You're procrastinating.
Oh, I'm procrastinating bad. Come, they told me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, our newborn king to see, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, to lay before the king, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. And that's it. That's all I remember.
That works.
That's all I remember.
He sang on the podcast, y'all.
Yay.
Just like he said he would. Yay!
And now I get to challenge 2 people.
We were going to do 3, but we couldn't.
Yeah, we couldn't think of a third one. So if you can think of a third one while I'm kind of hyping this. The first one I'm going to challenge has the spirit. I know he would do it without question. He's going to do something. And that is Auricula 82, Professor Josh of the Dairyland Knits podcast.
Remember, it's something bold for you.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be singing. It,
it doesn't have to be drastically or hugely bold. It just has to be
out of your comfort zone.
Out of your comfort zone. And please share it on your podcast. We'd love to see it.
Yeah. Number 2, all the way over in Colorado, Miss Denise, Knitting Den, I'm calling you out to do something bold. So, I don't know if we have a third.
I thought of one.
Go for it.
I don't remember if she watches us or not, but I may have to put a little bug in her ear to make her watch out. So number 3, that I think would be really good and could have some fun with this, is Sock Bunny. So Sock Bunny,
oh yes,
we challenge you as well. Well, what should we call this challenge? Podcaster Throwdown?
Yeah, the Podcaster Throwdown, Podcaster Boldness Challenge.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a name for it.
We
but,
don't.
You know.
Do something bold.
Yeah, do something bold. For you.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Even if it's just a little bit.
You don't have to shave your head.
It doesn't have to be that drastic.
Doesn't have to be shaving your head drastic.
Maybe it's knit a new pattern that you've never knitted before, or maybe it's for you. Well, if you have a technique that you've been scared of, like, hey, maybe you're scared of steeks, and you attempt doing a project with steeks on it. That would be being bold now, wouldn't it?
I guess so. Is an afterthought heel considered a steek?
Sorta. You are cutting your yarn. Not quite the same thing, but it's very similar.
Okay.
True afterthought heel, if you've never done one before, that could be bold. Dye your hair a funny color, maybe? I don't know. Try a new food on your podcast that you've never eaten before. Be bold.
On the podcast. Ooh.
Yeah, so you could, the possibilities are endless with this, so you can be quite creative with that. Just do something bold that's
Stand
different.
out on the street corner and do the
and
Emancipation Proclamation or something.
Pray for those that you know that are sick with cancer and fighting cancer, whether it be Silly Fruit or any of the other people that you know that are going through it. I know Dan from Bakery Bears is facing that.
He just had his last chemo.
Yeah, which is awesome. So
awesome,
we want to
dude.
raise some love and support and just acknowledgement of those who are fighting cancers. I know we know so many.
Yeah.
I know more than 10.
Yep.
So there's a lot out there. So if you want to attach a donation of any kind to this challenge, you can go right ahead. That's up to you. But let's just bring some awareness in a fun way and do something bold to show that we love our other podcasters who are facing this too.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now that we are
Join the group.
Yes, join the group. And we've chatted on.
Ask
more
us
than long
questions.
enough.
Introduce yourself. Get a shout out. Follow us on Instagram and Ravelry. And
Yeah. And we really need to wrap this up because we're
We
on
do.
to,
an hour and 20.
yeah. And that's before I've even edited and added credits and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we will go ahead and we will say bye for now.
Y'all have a good week.
And we will see you next week. I
Which-
will not have pictures for the podcast of the completed wedding cake until the following week. I can show you progress because I'm going to be delivering the cake in 3 pieces and I will be actually assembling it at the wedding. So I don't think that part will actually
You'll see
make it onto
each
the podcast.
portion of the
Yeah.
cake, like each tier, but not the whole thing.
Yeah.
Until the
Unless I wait till I edit till I get home, and I just don't think that would be a wise idea.
No.
But next week will definitely be a fun, interesting week. Don't know how much knitting I'll have. You'll have to carry the podcast there.
I guess I better work, huh?
Uh-huh. All right. Well, we love you all, and thank you for watching, and we will see you later.
Do the boldness challenge. Whether we called you out or not, do something bold
Yep. And share it.
and share it with the world.
Bye for now.
See you later.